Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see how to place the correct symbol between two integer numbers. So let's get started. Let's start with an example. Place the correct symbol less than, equal to, or greater than between two absolute value numbers. The two absolute value numbers are absolute value of 8 and absolute value of -9. These are the two numbers we have, and we want to place the correct symbol less than or equal to or greater than symbol between these two numbers. So what do? We'll start with writing it out in terms of steps. Step number 1. What is the absolute value of -8? It is 8 units. It is 8 units. And what is the value of absolute value? What is the absolute value of -9? The absolute value of -9 is 9 units. It is 9 units. Therefore, in step number 2, we're going to then come back and then say we are comparing these two, 8 units and 9 units. 8 units and 9 units. So if we were to place a symbol between these two numbers, 8 units is less than 9 units, and therefore we can then come back and then say the absolute value of 8 and the absolute value of -9, the symbol we want to put between these two is less than symbol, like that. Okay, so that's the way we want to be able to find out the correct symbol to be placed between two absolute value terms of this nature. Let's look at another example. Let's say this time we have we want to place the correct symbol between the two numbers, absolute value of -13 and the absolute value of 9, like that. So as we start, we're going to say step number 1. The absolute value of -13 is going to be equal to 13 units, and the absolute value of 9 is 9 units. And then if we were to make a decision here, 13 units and 9 units, if we were to write them out side by side and then come back and then say whether is 13 units larger than 9 units. Yes, so we go to put a symbol greater than symbol, like that, and therefore we can come back and then write the second step as follows: absolute value of -13 and absolute value of 9. The absolute value of -13 is 13 units and absolute value of 9 is 9 units, and therefore 13 units is greater than 9 units, and therefore we're going to put a greater than symbol between these two absolute values. Okay, let's get some more practice on this. So we'll look at another example. The two numbers we have this time is absolute value of -14 and absolute value of 14. So we have two numbers. One is a positive number and another is a negative number. So we'll write the steps. The step number 1 is going to be the absolute value of -14 is going to be equal to 14 units, and the absolute value of +14, which is just 14 units, the absolute value of 14 is going to be equal to 14 units, and therefore if you were to write them out side by side, the absolute value of 14 units, let me write this, 14 units and 14 units. 14 units is exactly equal to 14 units, and therefore we can come back and then say that the absolute value of -14 is equal to the absolute value of 14. So the absolute value of -14 is equal to the absolute value of 14, like that. Okay, so let's try one more example, and then this time let us take two numbers which are of this nature. We have absolute value of -1 like that, and we have absolute value of -17. So as step number 1, the solution wise, absolute value of -1 is going to be equal to 1 unit, and the absolute value of -17 is 17 units. 17 units. So if you were to write these things side by side, 1 unit and 17 units, 1 unit is less than 17 units, and therefore we can come back and then say that absolute value of -1 is less than the absolute value of -17, and that is the way we want to be able to make a decision as to which inequality symbol or equality symbol to be placed between two absolute value numbers. In my next presentation, we shall see how to add integers.